I'm so proud of you to have such a courage and flexibility. What you're planning to do or already done is not a joke. Maybe it has the most important effect on your future. Not everyone wants to immigrate from their country, nor it suits everyone's life. But there are thousands of people that they know they can make a better life in another country, but they will never find that courage for such a huge change. I know that you might be stressed, depressed, or even excited. I'm here to tell you all of these extreme feelings are temporary. Nothing is permanent in this life, nor these feelings that you are experiencing right now. And also, I'm here to tell you that you are not alone. You are not the only one who is going through this. Every immigrant more or less went through the same journey. Ever since I was a teenager, I had my own reasons to leave my country, but I never had the courage to start anything when I finished my high school. In fact, my family suggested a very good opportunity in a country that is the dreamland for many, but I refused to go. You can't believe if I tell you that I was crying to not go, even though I liked that country and I had plans to leave. You might ask why. Because I was scared of unknown, scared of loneliness, scared of being away from my friends and not having my tribe, scared of being a weirdo in that country, and above all, what if I couldn't do it? What if I couldn't pass the exam? What if I couldn't manage my life alone? Back then, in that period of time, my mind was set in a failure mode. I wasn't accepted in dental school in my home country. My first relationship ever was over, and I was the heaviest on my own life. Not surprising that I had so much doubt on myself. After some years, my mind started to shift. I decided to leave after getting my university degree, and I started the process when I was 22. Our first choice was UK, but back then it was very expensive to study and live here for us. After some research, we decided to start learning German language for a country and spent a lot of money on time on paperwork. And after 1 year being in process, for some reason we didn't get accepted in university that we wanted. So we started for another country. Again, after more than a year being in process, guess what happened? Our visa application got rejected. I was so sad that time, but didn't change my mind. Then some people around us started saying, if with all this effort it's not happening for you, maybe it's not meant to be. Maybe it's better for you this way. Maybe it's better for you if you stay. But I had zero doubts in my mind. Yes, maybe I wasn't meant to build a home in that country, but maybe in somewhere else, somewhere better. See, no one can really tell you what you should do. You must have enough reasons for such a big decision, strong and clear reasons. Because your reasons are those that take your hand in dark days, whether these dark days are before or after your immigration. And finally, after 4 years, I went to Cyprus to study. Again, I knew that I couldn't put down root there, but it was a step through my goal. I want to tell you, in this journey, you'll need a lot of flexibility and patience. You can't predict and plan everything 100%. I think it resembles climbing a mountain. You look at the top and find your way to get there. You might choose easier or harder way, and it's not fully predictable, but of course, being fully equipped and using other people's experience can help you a lot. Another thing is managing the expectation. Different people have different experience with immigration or moving abroad, depending on their situation in their home country, their life skills, their economical status, and other reasons. Our mind has bias. We tend to make a dreamland from the destination country in our head and unsee what we don't like or want. We like to believe that there is a country on this earth that everyone gets what they deserve. Streets are clean, there is no homeless person in the streets, people are kind, economy is glowing, and crime is low, and they are open to immigrants. Let me tell you something. This country doesn't exist in real world. This is why some people get very disappointed after immigration. I think it's like choosing a partner. You can't find a person that matches exactly what you want 100%. The key here is to know what you want or even make a list of that. Find the best match that meets more than 60% of the list and accept and make a peace with what you don't want. I would say the second part is even more important because our mind tend to cling to negativity to protect us. For example, you might live in a country where weather is not 100% what you like, but you have more opportunities and chances in your career. If you keep focusing on weather, after some time you will even be ungrateful for the job you have because of the weather makes you depressed. Always see the whole image, always remind yourself what the country is giving you. Another big challenge of immigration is loneliness. I would say the first day that I woke up in my apartment in Cyprus was one of the hardest days in my life. After 4 years of patience and endeavor, finally I was there, but the feeling was very weird. I was in another apartment in another country, far from my family and friends, and completely out of my routine. For a week I was thinking, this all worth it? And I couldn't share it with anyone. I was so afraid of being judged, of making my family disappointed by sharing these words. If you live abroad and sometimes you have these feelings, know that you are not alone. In fact, as far as I know, most people experience this, at least at the beginning. But as we go further and make ourselves familiar with the new life, we become happy again. And something very important I would like to add is you need to make peace with loneliness. I don't mean not finding friends. In fact, always I put effort to find good friends, but I mean if loneliness really scares you, you won't be able to find good friends. You should learn to enjoy being with yourself, going to a cafe, restaurant, cinema, or even bar or clubs alone. I know people who can't even make to the gym alone. If this is your mentality, work on yourself before you leave your country because you can't even find someone by locking yourself at home. Finally, I would like to say I know this process is hard and I have been there. If you have anything you like to talk about, just drop me a comment and I would be glad to help.